everyone, it's Miss Stone Home, and today I'm going to be making cabbage soup. I thought this would be perfect for St. Patrick's Day coming up. So this recipe is my grandfather's. I have never made it before. My mom does not remember eating it, but my aunt gave it to me. And so this is probably a pretty old recipe. So it calls for 1/4 cup of olive oil in the pot, and then 2 onions that I will dice up, celery cut thin, 4 carrots cut in thirds, 8 wedges of cabbage, 2 to 3 garlic cloves, potatoes cut in half, oregano, salt and pepper, 2 envelopes of chicken base. So I don't have mine in envelopes, so I'll probably do a couple tablespoons. Water to cover it all, boil it and simmer for an hour. So we're gonna do it now. You gonna help me? Okay. All right, olive oil is in the pot. Heat is on high. This looks like about a cup to me. It was like 3 or 4 pieces of celery, but they were pretty skinny. And then these are some organic carrots, so they were pretty skinny too. Just cut those into thirds. So I'm going to add them to the pot. Ooh. What are we making today? Do you remember what I said this was called?
No.
This is called cabbage soup. And this was my Papou's recipe. Okay. So once I get this stuff in, I'm going to cut up the onions and add them. Okay, my 2 onions are in there with the olive oil and everything. I just added a splash of water so nothing would burn. And now we are going to do the cabbage. And see, about that big. I'm going to cut it into 8 quarters and add that. I put the cabbage in. And then now we're going to do the potatoes. And the recipe just said potatoes in half, but I'm thinking maybe those were more like smaller red potatoes. So I got the smallest baked potatoes I had in the fridge, and I'm probably going to put these more into like quarters instead of halves. Okay, so it was just 3. So with this recipe, I'm not 100% sure like how much, so that's, you know, I'm just going to do those 3 potatoes. Two to 3 cloves of garlic is next. I used 3. They were like medium size.
Mom, is this garlic too?
Yeah, you can throw that in.
No, it's for you.
Just do it.
Remember time.
Just do it.
Pretend.
Do it. And some more garlic. Okay.
What was that supposed to taste good?
Okay, so I added some water. It's not covering it yet. It was 4 cups, just so everything down low wouldn't burn, since it's hard to stir it with the uncooked cabbage. So I'll add more after I add these. So oregano, salt, pepper, and then some chicken base, chicken stock. And it said 2 envelopes, so I have no clue from back in the 60s or 70s how much 2 envelopes was, but I'm going to do at least 2 tablespoons to start, and then maybe more. Probably going to do a tablespoon of oregano, and then salt and pepper will be to taste. Okay, so I eyeballed the salt and pepper. I did a little bit less than a tablespoon of the oregano, and then 2 tablespoons of the chicken base. It'll probably be more than that, but the nice thing is this thing's going to cook for an hour. So as you start to taste it toward the end, if it needs flavor, just add more. So this is 4 more cups. So I'll need just a little bit more water. So I actually just added another 4 tablespoons, so a total of 6 for the chicken stock, because like it didn't even, you can see the water is still so clear. So it probably will need even more. I think that you can read the package and it'll say like how much per cups of water, and I've got at least 9 cups of water, so it could be close to like 9 tablespoons. So we will see. I think that's good for now. So the directions say simmer for an hour, so I'm probably going to put the lid on and set the timer. So here we go. It's been 1 hour. Everything is nice and tender, but still holding its shape. And I've never had a cabbage soup before. I have had like tomato-based vegetable soups with cabbage and love cabbage in soup. So I didn't really know what to expect, but it has a really great flavor to it. Just kind of like the more I ate it, the more I was like, this is really good. So I can understand why people really like this. So pretty good, you know, as far as like a meatless meal. I know it does have the chicken stock in it, so it doesn't make it vegetarian, but pretty close. So very good for Lent, which is coming up. And since it hasn't started yet, I think I am going to add a kielbasa to it. You know, that's the only kind of ham that I have in the house right now. But I think that that would be a nice addition to it. So since it's pre-cooked, I'm just going to chop it up and add it to the soup. I think that my husband and daughter will be more likely to eat it if it's got the meat in it. So there you go, cabbage soup.